Hey everybody, how's it going today? It is me, Captain Energy, and today we're taking a look at the Yamaha SeqTrak in orange. As you can see, I have one of these in the studio right now, and this thing has been pretty fun to play with, and I just want to give you guys my kind of a first look at it through my eyes. I am really digging this thing. It has some crazy features, and it's pretty powerful for what it is. So let's take a look at it together, and you tell me what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you're liking the videos that I've been putting out lately. This one is a one of my favorite pieces of gear that I've done in a little bit, because I really like Yamaha, and this thing just really kind of resonates with me. I just was really happy to get my hands on one of these to play around with. All right, here we go. This synthesizer has a drum machine, two AWM type synthesizers, which are just like sample Rompler type synthesizers. Okay, so two channels of Rompler, one channel of FM, and then a sampler. And the sampler has 7 sounds that are recorded, and these are all triggered as just kind of hit sounds like you would have used if you were a DJ or whatever. It's kind of an interesting device. I don't think you would use it to do an entire track, but you could if you wanted to, and you took the time with it, because I think that this could be a pretty cool device to do a lot of different things with. Setting it up and getting it to work as a drum machine is pretty simple. Right out of the box, all you've got to do is go over here. If I hit all, okay, you can see these lights right here change depending which drum you're on, to show you what the pattern is that you're looking at right now. The patterns can be up to 128 steps per pattern, so you can kind of build out a whole bunch of drums right there, 128 beats right there, and then you can have 6 different patterns per sound. If I turn this down, I can go from pattern 1 in the white here to 1, 2, 3, go down to the next 3. I can have up to 6 patterns, or you can set it for 3, and you can jump between patterns. So you can have 3 different drum tracks or 6 different drum tracks for each sound, which you can change between using this knob. Same thing with both synthesizers, same thing with the FM synth. One thing I did notice, it does not appear to let you change synthesizers between patterns. Whatever synthesizer you have selected is what plays on the pattern when you change it. So it's not kind of a way to be able to, I'll say, trick it into playing additional instruments. Same thing with the FM here. The FM on this device is kind of interesting, because I'm going to go with synthesizers right here. Go synth, and if I go to FM, or DX, which is the FM synthesizer, it's based on the Yamaha DX7, I believe, or maybe it's the DX9. But anyway, it's a 4-operator FM type synthesizer. And you can go over here. I can change it from mono to poly. Right now it's on poly. I can set it to chord or to notes. So I can play, if I put it on, let's see here. Put some of the right synthesizer up here. Now if I put this on to chord, and you can change the different chord banks as well. If I click right here, you can see the chord pack that's up right now. These are the chords that are being used. I can change to various different packs right here. If I want to go for minor, different minor packs here. Go right here, select that one just for fun. And now when I go out and play, see, you can go to sound design, and here we can change the different parts of the sound. We can look at the EQ right here. We got the algorithms that are controlling the different types of the way the FM operators are set up. We can go to the operators and modify each of them. This is operator 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. You've got your pitch, LFO. Well, this is one of the LFOs here. We got speed, delay. Let's see what else. Portamento. We've got the ARP right here. Let's see if I turn the portamento up. This is actually kind of interesting. There we go. Let me put this back to let's go sound design. That's where I want to be. And then can be a little tricky. That's what I want to do. Turn off chord pack. All right, portamento. Maybe because I am in not in mono mode. Let me change that real quick. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so now if we go back over there to sound design and we change that portamento speed, we should have some variations here. That's a big change. So there we go. We've got an arpeggiator. Turn that on. You can pick your type right here. Bunch to pick from. See, we have octaves, we have gate, and speed. This is all for arpeggiator. So if we decide to change the let's go for 25%. It is a pretty cool synth. It's got all kinds of effects on here. That's just the DX. So we have also Synth 1 and 2. These are the AWM synthesizers, which incidentally have a lot of really cool sounds. Those in poly. If I click this right here, we can see some of the other sound options we have. They're all broken down into categories here, so I can pick, if I pick rhythmic, I can go over here and pick a sound, and now this is West Coast. Let's check out some of these other sounds. We got mallet sounds. Got some keyboards. There's a ton of different sounds on here. I don't know. early 70s. Now you can play these on this little the little pads here. You can change, so this is one octave keyboard. I just lost my ability to talk for a second. Or you can plug in. I've got a keyboard plugged in the MIDI here, and if I change the channel to match that synthesizer, which I think is channel. There we go. It's channel 8 for the first synthesizer. Go listen to some of these other sounds. We got a vintage case. Let's go further down the line here. 1983. Nice. 1983 chord. The chords don't translate to the external keyboards. They only work on the built-in keys. Clicky Dino. Dino Straight. Oh, that's nice. That is a nice one. 80s Boosted. Let's see. Sounds really good. Let's try out some of the other types of sounds here. We're going to go to this. There's a bunch of so many here in this keyboard side here. Let's DX pluck. We'll try a couple more. Why not? Sounds nice. These DX sounds are pretty good here. TX 816. We got a marimba. We got some. Oh man, so many good sounds. DX pad. Let's see. That's a nice sound. Got some claves, harpsichords, natural. Okay, we're at the bottom here now, finally. I mean, I skipped so many. That is pretty. Let's check out some pads. By the way, all these sounds can be edited to some degree. If I go back over here and we go to sound design, we can go in here, and there's some stuff you can do with them. We get some EQ work. We can go to sound here. Where's the here, this is the pattern editor part, so you can fix your patterns. So if you did do a pattern, you can actually tweak it here. Okay, right now we are on pattern 1 of 6 available patterns. So I guess we had the 3 turned on there. Where is the... Let's go over here. We also have this side. We can control the filter. Oh, I can tell right now, just by the name of this one, I'm going to like this sound. It's called Hyper Trance. We've got a lot of these here. Saw pad. There's one just called Trance. Of course, we have all those different tweaks we can make here, like I said before. This thing has got so many sounds, it's going to be hard to show you all of them, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do that in one video. I don't want to keep you on here forever. But let me just show you a quick little, we're going to make a quick pattern here, okay? Just so you can get an idea of how fast it is to throw together a quick drum riff with this thing. Okay, first, we're going to go over here, and I'm going to hit, and now if I hit play, that's all we get is the kick, okay? I can change that kick. Just first click kick, and then I go over here and I choose my sound. There we go. I can change the pitch. Okay. So if say I like that kick, all I have to do now is I can go right here. Currently, this is a 4-bar or 4-beat loop. Just turn on my kick for the 4 beats. Okay, it's all very visual, which I love. This really makes me happy because I have worked with so many different kinds of groove boxes and synthesizers that are not visual at all, and I just really appreciate the fact that this one lets me see exactly what's going on. And now I can go over here. Right now, as you can see, this is blinking on the first light. Let's go down to the second one. There's nothing there. Just a simple kick. So I'm going to throw in, we'll stop building a track there as well. So I can go back and forth now between the two. Okay. If I go to hi-hats, I can put this in here. I don't need to put that in again for the second track or the first track. I can just click back and forth, and that will keep going. It's like having multi-tracks for each individual drum without having to create them. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, and let's go over here. We're going to change this to this guy right here. Boom. Actually, I kind of would rather have that here. So we're going to go back over to this guy. And I'm going to get rid of these and move them over here. Now, there we go. Now, if I want to change the sound, I can do the same thing. Just hit the closed hats. A little tweak. My panning. Turn the effects. Okay, right about there. Let's take this guy, and I'm going to take it. Want something with a little less, there we go. Let's go over the clap, throw in some claps. Okay. And of course, I did 2 different tracks, which I can jump back and forth between. This thing is like super cool for this. Now, the one thing I do wish they'd do that they haven't done is, because I'm going to stop the playback for a second. We've got a sampler here too, and the sampler is right here, and it plays back these type of single hit samples. These can't be played as instruments. However, interestingly enough, if I go to my drums here and I go down to percussion 2, we'll say, okay. This is interesting because this is channel on MIDI channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if I change my keyboard to transmit to channel 7, this is my external keyboard, not the one that's built in here. You'll notice now I'm playing a percussion sound, but it's pitched. There's no way to replace these sounds yet. Not with a custom sound. But if Yamaha, please let us replace these, because if you do that, now we have got something amazing. Because now watch this. I'm going to change the sound to one of the other sounds that are here that we normally, whatever, we just use it as for like a little ding, whatever. But now it's polyphonic. We can apply effects to them. Let's go out here. We can do some tweaks. So now if I play this, and I can record these the same way I did everything else. Just go. Okay. I haven't even started using the synthesizers yet. Okay, let's change the channel to 8. Now see, this is interesting because we have it. The one thing I did notice just now is that the pitch is slightly, they're not tuned to each other. So the tune, we'd have to tweak this drum sound just a bit to get it to work with other sounds. If I wanted this to be pitched to work with an A, let's go back over here for a second. Drums. Going to go to perk 2. Okay, so down one. I feel like we need a fine pitch adjustment on this. Might be able to find something right here. Let's see. maybe right here. Wow. Again, if you haven't noticed, this isn't even using a synthesizer still. That's a cowbell sound. Maybe not. All right, well, I'm going to stop for now because this thing is just, I could do this all night. Anyway, I think this thing is amazing. I think it's super fun, and I see a lot of potential in this, and I think I'm going to try and do some more videos with it. I'd also like to see what the possibility of using the MIDI out is, because the MIDI out on this, can I hook another synthesizer up to it? Is that what happens here? Do I take over one of these channels and just not load a sound onto it? That might be it. That might be the answer. That one of these channels becomes a MIDI channel, and I can put things on channels 1 through 7, and control multiple devices using this thing as just a sequencer. This has immense potential. I'm so excited to play with this thing. Let me know what you think. Do you like this device? Do you think you'd want to get one yourself? Do you not care about them at all? Do you think they're a toy? I'm just curious what you think of this device. If you've got one already, definitely subscribe to the channel, because there will be more content for this. I've already got some ideas to integrate it with the SimpleTrak, and possibly some other either Sonicware or Behringer devices to build a basically a next level, DAW-less setup. I think this could be really insane. Yeah, and for the price, I think it's pretty damn good. Okay, let me just say one other thing real quick before I let you go. This is not, if you've got something like a Innovation SeqTraks, which I've got one of those as well, what we're looking at here is not something that is super unique in a way that you need it. If you've got something like that, you've kind of got a lot of the capabilities that here. You don't have one synthesizer. This has 3, that has 2. The sampler on this is built in. You can sample with it, where that one is more of an import your samples scenario for the little hit samples. But you can play a lot more samples back on the SeqTraks than you can here. The drum machine thing, I think, is pretty awesome, and especially considering that right now the way it's working is, all that going through each one is its own drum signal type thing. But if we were to hook up an external drum machine, we could just replace all these with one knob, one channel, and the rest could go to something else, So it's just so many ways I'm thinking that this could be used. I don't know how you feel about orange, by the way. I know it comes in gray as well. I got the orange one because I thought it was super cool looking, and I know that's really weird to me, that I'm saying that in a way makes it sound like kind of takes away from it in a way. But really, black is great. I love my black gear, but I love when I can also get something that pops a little. Like my CS1X is this really cool blue. My AN1X is a really cool blue. I've got an MPK 249, and it's red. And red is kind of my color, in case you haven't figured that out yet. I wear a lot of red. I got a red background. I got a red hat, you know. Red is kind of my thing. Yeah, so to see something in a different color scheme than usual really kind of it makes me happy. And I mean, I hope you guys like it. I think it looks just awesome the way it is right here. Also, let me know what you think of this setup that I got going on right now. I've got 2 green screens happening, one behind me, so that you can see these, you know, stuff around me, through me, whatever, and one right now on my desk where all you can see is this synthesizer and the wires kind of, you know, you don't have to stare at the desk. I thought it looked cool because I got to have a kind of consolidated red background and have everything else kind of, you know, just there, hovering on it, sitting on it like it was something else. I thought it was neat. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit me up in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. And if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask them. I love to answer questions, and I love to communicate with you guys. I've had some really great interactions this past week with you all. So if you are among the people who have talked to me in the past week through the comments or any way that we've chatted, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you. Thank you all for subscribing, those of you who have. We are so close to 1,600 subscribers. And, I mean, 1,600 is just 400 away from 2,000. So it's like, come on, we got this, you know? I'm getting kind of pumped about all of it. I think it's great because the channel is really growing, and I feel like, I don't know, I just love it because I feel like I'm helping people, and I love to help people. And if you feel like it's helping you, let me know in the comments. You know, I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, and have some fun making some music with whatever you've got, whether it's a triangle or an Oberheim. Whatever you've got, enjoy it and make something awesome. All right? Take care. Bye for now.